Hello folks and welcome to the stream, TCG Card Simulator, where we're continuing the grind of selling everything. Save 3 sets worth of cards. We've done some changes. In the last stream, we set up our bundled boxes here. Hadn't been doing that. We added in some additional donation tables, so now we're donating basically anything from 1 penny to $5. So this is the dollar table, this is the 1 to 249, and this is 250 to 4.99, and then we're selling still every single card that is $5 or more. We've moved our capturing our empty box thing there. We ended up an extra one of those destinies. Yeah, it's that extra destiny. So once we sell a destiny, we'll put that in there. And we still will occasionally buy or trade for a card, but that's only when we don't only have one card in our album. And the other thing we're thinking about doing now is taking a complete set and putting it into the wall displays. And if I do that, then where I only have one card of any set, then in the card collector there on the right hand side, you'll see that like Tetramon, if we were setting those out, and if we only had one card of one of the ones we set up, that would drop down to 1451, which would make it look like we don't have the system or the complete series anymore, complete set. But in fact, you know, that's because when you use the displays here, the game doesn't think you have it anymore. If it's not in your album, if it's not in this album, it doesn't know that you have the card. And that's what happened here. We had only had one of these cards when we set it out. It's like, ooh, we dropped down to 1451. Now the benefit of that is obviously when you get offered a card, if it shows new, then it's probably one that we only had one of to begin with, right? So if we look through here, so far we're looking good, but now we get to this one. We only have one of this one. So if I take it out and put it up on a display, it's going to look like it's empty there, which is fine. It just means we pay even more attention to if something says new card. Otherwise, when people are trying to sell or trade, we look at this and say, okay, how many are in the album? 0. Okay, I may need this. Well, it's a graded card. I don't need it. If it says 1, we're going to try to buy it or trade for it, depending on what they're asking. And that'll just ensure that I have a duplicate of every single card. Now we switch some folks around. You are going to try to get this man the counter, and you're trying to get the refill the scent machines. And first thing I'm going to do is once he gets to man the counter 5, we'll replace him with one of the other 3 cashiers that'll stay late. She'll stay late. Let's see. He'll stay late. The guy that stands here will stay late. Him. And the other guy that stands here, light blue shirt, he'll still late. Now, I was looking at trying to download Star Wars or download Magic the Gathering. Started looking at Star Wars and I kind of got disenchanted with it. There's a lot of cards, but and the dev is going to try to add more and more cards to it. But some of the comments were like, hey, this isn't working, that isn't working, and so overly comfortable. Magic the Gathering it needs the same mods, and I downloaded those, and I was also seeing my game freeze. So I'm probably doing something wrong. That's what I would bet, but I hadn't figured it out, so we'll have to figure out what's going on. Now we have no more ghost cards and no more graded cards. Right? We've got all the graded cards either sold or on the tables. Ghost cards have been that way for some time. And the only ghost cards we do have are the ones here. So we have the complete set of white, both common and foil, and the complete set of black, common and foil. And we have a gem mint 10 of each common here. And again, because they're in this display case, the system doesn't know, or the game doesn't know that you don't have them, or that you have them. And so that's why you see here, it's like, hey, you have 0 ghost uniques. 0 of everything. It's like, well, no, we don't. We actually have them all. Let's see, so if we take our first, we had done this once. Basically what we're going to do that's not what I wanted to do. It's the same cards. Good. Giveaway and our workbenches are set to maintain 3 or a minimum of 3 of every card. So we're not about to lose those. And there's the first 36 cards. He's still evolving here. That's for 72 cards out of 1,452. We have a long way to go. There are high dollar cards. Graded cards are here. Still got 12 of those. But as they cycle through, like we've only got one there, one back there, not anymore, so that table's totally gone. Okay, so we got 2 graded cards up front, and all of these used to be graded. And in fact, all these were graded, and all these were graded. And we got to this half and like 2 or 3 here. And then from here back, we're ungraded. Now let me come on down here and get 2 more of these things. Why I decided to do this, I don't know, but it's just, it's a continuation of, well, we've done every single achievement, we've gotten every single card, we've bought everything in the decoration store, and then of course the only thing I don't like about this is these don't snap together. Alright, so you got to get it close. I'm just going to take, what, 41 or 42 of these. He's restocking nicely. We got through page number 72, and it left us off there. So we'll do page 7. Page 8. And if we counted right, 103 through 108. The next card we didn't have was 120. 6 times 2 is 72 times 2 is 144, and that's record 144. Okay, so far we haven't messed up. Got 2 of you. Notice how he's left for the day, but she stays late. Okay, now we should be fully stocked. Yeah, we're not there. That's base red. Somebody must have bought those at the end. So green, 16, 16, 16, 16. 16, 16, 16, 16. And what I decided I'm going to do is wait until one of these boxes disappears. So we got 14 in each of these, 16 in each of these, 16 there, 16 there, 15. So not selling a lot, and that's fine. We sold 4 or 5 of the Destiny green boxes, which are like $1,300 each in the last stream in one day. Let's see. Okay, she's left. And when we started bundling this, we had 2 extra spares here, so we had filled them with the destinkifier cans. But now that we're doing bundles, it's like, oh, we'll put those there. And then I had bought a shelf for doing the boxing. I needed a shelf here. We had that one shelf here left over, but there's 5 different colors, so I bought this shelf here, completed that backdrop of all shelves. And then this guy had been sitting there, and yeah, and then this game one had been sitting here. So then we took that and said, okay, well, let's put those, give those boxes, we'll put that here, put that here, so it's games 1 through 4, and then 5 here. And then we only had to buy these 2 curtain shelves. That worked out good. Now, you are in the, yeah, we've been walking these down. You're in the 65 to 500. And you're in the 60, actually, I think you're lower, but I think you're down to 50. What I'm gonna do is change this to 60. All right, that added quite a few. Uh-oh, did I forget? Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, it's supposed to be base cards. Should be that. Okay, now why is this? This is weird. It makes me walk in on this. Were we lower? Can I reset it for Destiny to be 65? Shouldn't be any of these. We haven't been opening base packs or anything. Packs. I think it was Destiny that was hired. I had to walk down here, which makes sense. We had already been walking down towards $5 to begin with. It takes from the highest dollars and works itself down for the most part. Okay, 211 there. We've already done you to 65. Do you to 50. Might get up to 10,000. Okay, 44. Okay, we can rebuy based on the showing. We'll purchase it. Start the new day, see how we did. Not bad. We upgraded. Upgrading anything. And you still need to man the counter some more. We'll go ahead and buy 2 more of these. We'll try to do it 2 a day. This is why I wish they would snap. Yeah, we know we didn't sell one of the top graded. We still have you. We got 2 graded. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's going to create a problem too. Oh, shoot. May not be ready to do this yet. See, this is card 144. But I only have one of those, and now, since I got rid of that one, this is card 145. Should be 146. No, 145. Wait a minute. Is this the same card? Doesn't look like it. This is where I'm going to get nervous about. And see, why don't they name that card? I mean, number that card. They don't. Maybe I had two of those. It messed up here. No, let me back up. Because it should show it as a blank. Yeah, okay. Okay, it shows it as blanks. That's the card I'm missing. The second one. Okay. Okay, so now I gotta get up to you. We're 144. Okay, so 145. Can't believe I'm really doing this. But I was kind of thinking this might look cool to have, you know, instead of all the posters and all that, which, again, we purchased one of everything just so we can say, okay, we've done it. We've purchased one of everything in the decor, even though it's not a quest item or an achievement item. It's like, well, if it had been, we would have done it. And see, I've messed up. Okay, you got to come to the end. You're going to go there. That's the other thing I got to be careful about. Right? 163, 164. $144 and 36 is going to be 180. Okay. The other thing is, will this lag out my game? I don't think it will. I've got a good computer. It's the tedious aspect of doing this. Yeah, so the Tetramon UH says, hey, you're missing one. You're missing one now, and it's a rare. So that's fine. It'll come into the store eventually, hopefully to buy or to trade with a card that I already have multiples of and have gotten through and made sure I have at least 3 of. Because I now have to keep 2. Any big, woo, we had a big buyer. Yep, we sold a $36,000 card today. Very nice. We sold 3 in a row, 3 days in a row. We sold one of our high dollar cards. We started with 15 and then we ended up with 12. Now we're at 11. Excellent. We're gonna get that 5th tier. We're also going to hire the other 2 people. One of them stays late. Three and 3, no need to do that trade. The thing I was worried about too when I went down to 2 cashiers was that they were going to stack up, but they're not really stacking up. Now granted, cashiers have quick scan, but they're not moving really fast. They're just doing quick scan, so that just tells me, yeah, we're, even with upwards to 28 people in the store at any one time, we're never ganging up too much. The only time you'll see it gang up is when one of the registers leaves, one of the cashiers leaves, and then the one cashier that's staying late, they might get, they'll get all the customers after 9 o'clock, so you could easily stack up there, which happens every night. Refill sent and pack machine are 2 that since I'm not opening more packs in it right now, nobody's going to get trained up in that. And then the refill sent, it just takes so long to do refill. Now he just did there, but you know, did he? I only get 2 or 3 cans a day because of the gauntlet. So that one needs to be refilled. He or the guy in blue will get to it. No. Get all the graded cards that are left. Hopefully it's just this one. Way down to just the big hitters and just these 3. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to take them out, put them here. Right. Guys there. Anybody refill you? No. Okay. But somebody had grabbed that box. So 7 more. That'll probably take 2, maybe 3 days. And then we'll finally get rid of those. We had about 4 extra boxes because of these shells being filled with the destinkifier as well when we made that change. Okay, over here, we're not missing any boxes. We're not selling a lot. That's fine. Okay, everybody's left there for the day. Pre-prep for that. Now, what do we end up here? Probably on this 250, yeah, okay. Fill that. Get it back to 10,000. This is the Destiny set. Hey, Taryn. Well, yeah, we've started it. Only done 6. I think what I'm going to do is kind of work 2 a day by $10,000 each in-game day. Let's see, Destiny 1 to 249. Yep, quick fill that. How you doing today? Paste there, quick fill. If you hadn't caught my other streams, I'm having problems getting those mods downloaded and working. So I'm looking at Magic the Gathering, and I kind of get a little disillusioned with the Star Wars one. So I think I'm going to look at the Magic the Gathering one. And, but, thankfully my saves didn't get corrupted. I was trying it on one of my non-streaming game, and it would lock it up. So I don't know what's going on there. I'm sure we'll get it figured out. And then there was some warning about the enhanced benches, about linking it to the storage boxes or something, and I'm like, I need to read that a little bit more too before I download it. Okay, what do we end up with? 50? I think we're just going to keep these on the same loop. You're at 50, you're at 50. If I go 48. Does that give me up to 10,000? Nope, but it does. Okay. We'll walk in on it by $1 now. Jump to the 45. You to 45. I still don't think there's a lot of base because we'd already gotten down to, yeah, we were already getting way below like the 20 or even $10 to $5 there, so it doesn't surprise me. Okay, so we've got $0 to $5. We put in more of the bulks, and I'm not gonna rebulk until I lose a box. Once I lose a box, then I'll rebulk that night, that next night. Now we sold one of our $30,000 cards, so yep, 59,000. Purchase pay. So the only graded cards we have are now these 11 that are all 40,000 and above, and these 3 final ones that are 400, 200, 270. Right, but I think I scanned through here, we missed, I didn't see any other graded, so we worked our way all the way through. Okay, you're restocking shelf. So we got to get him to man counter 5. Eventually he'll get refill sent, but again, it's only 2 or 3, maybe 4 cans a day, so you just don't get a lot of experience there. Yeah, I was looking at some of the comments and I'm like, I'm not convinced. You know, the dev was kind of, I mean, the way I read the comments, the dev was kind of like, look, if it doesn't work, it's your problem. I'm like, well, okay, maybe. And then people were talking about, hey, it's really like, some of these packs are like $40,000 in game. And, you know, I mean, the dev made it that way, so he's not gonna say, oh, well, that's a problem. No, he made it that way, and but people are like, well, it's not selling. And there's the other aspect of, do I really want to go chase another 2,400 cards? I was looking for a mod that would snap these, and I never found one. But if we can get them pseudo lined up there. Now, let's see. We've got 6. So 36 times 8 is 288. Yeah, so we're starting with card 217. Hey everybody, restocked, stocked good, and in the store. Didn't look at you guys. Okay, but 16, 14, 11, so we're getting close there. Getting close there. Now, yeah, see, I don't like those gaps, but oh well. It is what it is. Okay, so that's 216. So yeah, so we're starting with 217. So we're starting with page 19. This is my least favorite set of cards right here. Evil Smiling Star. Nice is out of these, I've only had one card out of all 252 of these so far that I only had one of. So that's encouraging. I haven't looked ahead to try to see, hey, do I only need one card to have 2 complete sets of Tetramon? That would be pretty awesome. It wouldn't surprise me because we were really chasing the ghost foils and just opening packs. 12 boxes of cards a day. We just switched to you, right? Here's my problem. If I keep talking like this, I'm gonna mess it up. '83, '84, '85, '86, '87, '88. Nice. Whoops, did it again. You go there. You return back to there. Yeah. Should have bought that too. It's only 77 bucks. Now I should just buy these things. You know, that stream one or two ago, it was like, well, we're at 7.5 million. Let's just go buy them. I mean, all this does is make it look like, oh, you're still making money every day. Instead of, hey, let's go buy $250,000 worth of wall displays and hang them up on the wall. So we started with 7 and we still haven't used one. Okay. He hadn't had a break. And the other guy doing refill is busy doing cards and stuff. That's fine. They'll get there. Yeah. I more want him to get to 5 on the man the counter. Then I'll take him off man the counter. And I'll put one of the other 2 that, or one of the other 3 guys that stays late. That way both the lady and one guy will both stay late for the cashiers. Now I've toyed with going ahead and buying Ghost just so they show up in the card counter, and then it would be the same way, right? I've got the Ghost and the Ghost foils, and then I'll have the Ghost. I'll have a set up on the wall and a set in the album. But I hadn't done that yet because I'm like, I do not want to chase gold foils again, or Ghost foils. That was like the last 8 or 9 cards we needed to have every single card. But it matches the grind we're doing. So whenever a ghost card just comes in, I could just go ahead and buy it. Yeah, see how all those... That's the one thing I'm going to get worried about. Like you were saying, is the lag going to hurt? Right, you get far enough away. I don't like what they did there. Right, everything looks like it's backwards. And then you get close and it's like, oh, hey, here you go. But if we see noticeable lag, then we'll end up canning that that aspect of what we're doing. Okay, let's see. Here's something I can do. Send you there. You'll refill, and then it'll come back. Just like that. I'm getting a lot of cards, getting a lot of ghosts offered to me. I ought to go ahead and do that, just for completeness, to say, yeah, we've got 2 of every. You know, knowing that we probably had tons of each of these because we were grading them all, and now we got rid of them all, and now here we go again saying, well, let me recollect them, because we changed up what we're gonna do. Oh, you're down to 1 box. Tetramon Destiny Pink. Two. There. That's cool. gonna start throwing everything away now. We need Destiny, and it's gonna be pink was $2 to $4. Yep. Six. Like, why does he? I mean, it's obvious that there's no customer lined up for him. He's going to say, okay, I'm free. I can go refill the scent machine. Which is what he just did. What the heck was that? It looked like a card flew off. Throwing cards under the table. They do, we'll make one more and fill a box. Fine. She is restocking the shelf. Or restocking cards. Forget what she's got. Restock card. She's sitting there waiting because he queued ahead of her for somehow, right? But again, 2 to 3 deep during the day, that's fine. We don't see it a lot. They're getting through. Yep, so one of those. It's just not a high dollar one. Still got the 11 high dollar ones. Final ones. I may adjust those prices. Set them down to like 20%. Two of those. I'll change my rules. Basically, if I see that I only have two, if I only have two, one or two in the left hand of a trade or a sell, then I'll see if I can't go ahead and get it. 39, don't need it. If I had one or two there, I'd get it. But if I got two of them and they're $5,000 each, nah, won't buy a third. I'll do the cheap ones. Okay, it's after 9. We can preset for that. We need Destiny Whites. 7 of those too. Okay, Destiny White. Still got shoppers. Okay, you bought a card. That we do. 11,000 profit. So that buys us 2 displays. Oh, okay. We can do it that way as we make profit. Or just buy them. We know we're going to do it. Yes. Hey, everybody. You are not 5. While they're running around there, I need to take a quick break. Stand up, walk around, use the restroom, get some lemonade. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Now, my dilemma. See, this room is really set up to do what we're doing. This room is, but we kind of, I guess I could still have, the pack machine might be in the way here. Might be able to do a row top and come back around here and do the secondary row. Because it takes 5 times more of these, right? It's going to take, I think it was 42 that we figured out. What was it? 1452 divided by 36. That's 40.3. So it'll take 40 of these. And then a small one. Okay, let's buy 4 of them this time. It's not going to fill them all up per se. Take a look. Here. Helps me get a better look at it. Close enough. You'll be able to go there. Well, okay, you could go there. And then we could go here. Yeah, that'll work. Because they're set pretty high. Okay, we'll be able to do that. We'll be able to kind of go all the way around. So we finished on 288. That should not change, right? Yeah. So we finished on page 24. We'll advance to page 25. Knowing that's what we've got to set up. Get all our prices set. And what the heck were you doing? See, we still only got, you only put in 2 cans. Okay, we need collection book, that, okay. And when it was all said and done, do we have any empties here? No. Okay, good. Everything's at least 2 digits. Good. Got those 2 and those 11. What did I want to do? Let's see. Neither one of y'all were at 10,000. Yeah, so we can hold off on that price. We'll go down to 40. But we're just going to let these dwindle down to basically 0, and then we know we've gotten those sold. Okay. What else was I going to look at? You're still on refill too, so I don't think you're refilling at all. I think I'll hire those other guys later. I want him to get man the counter 5 first, and then I'll hire the other guys. Wanted to look at something, I don't remember what. Okay. Everybody's paid. In you go. Okay. Oh, do that after we get this display done. This is a creepy looking card. Still only one card that we're missing out of those 200 some odd so far, 300 and some odd now. Let's see. I can set you down. You're already down 5%. Let's go 10%. Get rid of. Six 27, 28. That one was getting a little laggy there. It's gonna start making me nervous. The game's got laggy every now and then. I'll log out, log back in. It's kind of like it's filling up the cache. Basically the same thing we're trying to do right now. And if I end up having too much lag because of this, then we'll put them all back in the album, but we'll have the golds or the ghost commons, white, black. We'll get those up to the full count of 20 each. This, but we'll do it. Actually, no, I didn't need that because I've already put it out here. Okay, that's the other thing. I need to stay in touch with the card number. And if I set out a card number higher than the card they want to sell, and I've only got 2 of them, then I'll know, hey, it's up there on the display. Don't buy it. Just like that. That 3-2 trade could have been a good one if I had that card that had 3 of, that he had 3 of, or that I had 3 of, and he was trying to trade me. No, the reverse is what would have been better. Yeah, the reverse would have been better. Got 14,000 of these to give away. Oh man, it's gonna be a long grind. Yep, those are selling this week. Hey, sold 2 of those. We got 1 of you. There's the pink again. So pink was 2, 4. We know we need 5 of them. really not that bad this way. I mean, I would still like it sped up just a little bit. But I'm not trying to rebuild and repopulate and get, massive amounts of these. It doesn't really take that long. Do a couple of boxes, come back, do a couple more. For the one ghost I've got, they want to trade. No. Defeats the purpose of what we decided we'd start doing. What? Oh, that's pinks. I did reds. I needed reds. Dang it. Well, they're gonna sit there for a while. Yep. Reds were 4 to 12. Those, nobody's in here trying to buy it. Straight or sell. Nope. Still don't want graded. There. Okay. Three of those. That would give me 4 and 1, but no, I don't want to do that. And they're both low. And if they were both base, they're already up on the wall. And at 360. 2 of those, 3 of those. No. $0.94. So I've already set it up there and I've got 3 of them. Don't need another. cans. There's 3 cans yesterday. Skinny sleeves, epic boxes, sold out. We're selling a lot of good stuff. Okay, 10,000 product. Two more of these. Now you're gonna look better here. I can't, yeah, I won't be able to get one there. Can I do that though? I mean, it wants to go. It's just that it's going higher. Kind of thinking I'd try to keep it on the same vein here. Maybe I put a TV above the door, and when they're back here, they can watch the TV that says, go to your YouTube, go to my YouTube and watch my VODs of how the storm came together. Yeah, I don't like that. Set you about here, it's about good. May not make it all the way, but that's fine. Okay, we paid the bills. Not reading anything. Got everything there. If we hire any more guys, it's one of you two. We could have them start working, but let's see. I think you're most advanced. Yeah, restock card. You've got 9 now. Yeah, there's some lag going on. Okay, let's save the game. Save it in both spots. Back out. Go to the main menu. And we'll load the game. May or may not help. Sometimes it helps just to back out and reload. And if it keeps lagging like that, we'll abandon putting a series on the wall. But we will go for the ghost again, but not the foils. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Okay, we're not going to abandon it yet. We'll reboot. So what card did we get to? 432. So we want 433. Page 37. Just one batch of those. Not really lagging. Lagging. As soon as I open my book, yeah, it starts to lag. Okay, we'll reboot. Clear the cache, all that stuff, and then see if it's still doing that. Naturally, what I made a lot of, I'm gonna have to hold on to for a while. One. But that is one we've already got up here. That's one of those. And if I can't do this because of the lag, we'll still have two of them. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and put it in. Aha, he made it. Okay. Awesome. So, did anybody else need to man the counter? I don't think so. You've done it. You've done it. You've done it. You've done it. The stinkifire's doing its job. Last can of that box of shelves. Already hung you up. Trade that. Big time lag in here. Carries through until I pause. Okay, he's restocking. So we're gonna restock. Restock the shelf as your primary. The counter, primary task. Fine. Definitely selling out of pink base. It's pink destiny, unfortunately. Just 2 to 4, right? Yeah. We buy ghost cards. What are you doing? Restocking card? Nah, we're gonna rest you on secondary. And we're gonna rest you on secondary. Cashier's only cashier. Because we're gonna hire the other 2 guys. Reset that. Can't back it out. Destiny. Doesn't look like it changed them though. I didn't do the remove all. Not looking good to try to. Yeah, look how everything slows down when I'm staying in this room. It'll lag a little bit, but then once I'm out, it's like, okay, we're fine. Checking out, he's going back there. Okay, that last box was done. Now we're back into regular shelf. These guys go look and then they come back. It's like, oh, I want to trade or sell a card. No? Okay, well, let me go look. Okay. Not a bad day. I'm also going to slow these guys down on these other two. Oh man, how do we get extras? We should not have extras. $16 per box, right? Yeah, okay. Pay the bills. We got nothing being graded. Filled up. Nope. Okay. Card preserver. Well, I don't think it's going to work, but we will reboot and we'll check. And if it's still lagging, we'll take them all down and we'll just fill in the ghost. And if the reboot clears it up, then we know, okay, it's just cache. We can clean that out for a while at least, maybe. But should be good. I know my computer can handle it. But, oh well. But we'll do that for the next stream, because I do need to run, get a couple of errands run, and then do the dinner thing with the folks. And so, thanks everybody for watching, chatting, lurking. Appreciate it. Hit that follow button on Twitch. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Both are That's Mr. Anon to You. Both are absolutely free to do, and I would greatly appreciate it. With that, I hope everybody has a great rest of your day. Have a great tomorrow, and I will see you on the next stream. Bye-bye.